What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Project Bedrock. I'm Logic, and this is a site that I haven't seen in a while. The old flower base. Yep, it's still just a flower and not much else done to it, so I think we need to switch gears, take a break from our minigame project, and start working on this. Aside from, jeez, and this is one thing I need to work on. But that'll be another episode. So we're going to head downstairs and take a look at the next project. So I think one of the things that we're going to have to do is get a proper entrance to this area, which will be this kind of micro mini farm area that I'm going to decorate kind of in the style of a mine, but I want to make it like a workshop. And then I also want to add kind of a green stained glass to be able to see part of the slime farm. I also want to add a proper spiral staircase down to the collection area. Although I haven't decided whether to do that because I'm going to actually send the items back up to the micro mini farm area. So stairs might not even be necessary. We might only need to get down here, you know, every once in a while. So maybe we just hide a ladder somewhere, you know, maybe behind the scenes. I don't know. I think a spiral staircase would be cool, but it might be hard to fit in on this build. Anyways, let's head back upstairs and we'll talk a little bit about this design. So no matter what method we use to get down to this area, design or whatever, it's not going to be these janky stairs, if you could even call them stairs. It was just something I put in just to get down there to, you know, work on the collection area for the slime farm. But anyways, so here we are. At first, I was almost wanting to keep these trees, and I'm kind of second guessing that. Also, if you notice from other previous episodes, this was an LA, I guess, holding cell. They're gone. I got rid of them. I couldn't take them anymore. They needed to go. They've been relocated, though, so they're safe. Anyways, so there's quite a bit of work that we need to do down here. We got a couple villagers, so we're going to make a villager breeding area. This is going to move. This might stay, but then again, I don't know. I have to see what I come up with. I might have to move, but that's my basalt generator. So this one will definitely move. And then we'll probably put some access to different areas. This is the stairway to the mining area. Is that what you call it? Is it mines? It's one mine, I think. And then this was a kind of service entrance into different levels of the slime farm. We're probably not going to need that anymore, but we might still kind of keep this here because it's going to be behind the scenes. I'm not really worried about decorating this all too much. But you never know. Maybe I'll get ambitious and let me first put the right block here. I don't know why I'm really concerned about that. Anyways, so we might make this look a little bit nicer. But right now, that's not part of the plan. Let's quit squirreling and really get to work on this. So not that long ago, a couple of us were down here, and I think it was Puggy, maybe Gigi, maybe both of them, decided to plant some trees in this area here. And, you know, I was kind of looking at them at first thinking like, oh, you know what, I might be able to make this work. And then a moment of clarity, I decided, no, I'm not going to make this work. These trees have to go. So it's not fitting in the plan, and we're going to get rid of them. So yes, choppy. And, well, we'll find some use for this one, I'm sure. We'll probably need a lot more. But, I think I've got a good idea for this design. And, you know, I'm not really big on doing interiors. I shouldn't say I'm not big on, I'm not good at it. But I think we're going to do something, a little bit special for this interior. It's not going to be lavish, but, you know, I was thinking of a work area. So this will be a kind of a mini micro farm. I'm thinking, well, this would be like a workshop. Okay, so we have a good idea what we're gonna do. Let's go ahead and get some materials. All right, so while we're here, let's talk about this a little bit. This horrible entrance to the base and this nether. Yeah, this nether portal. Ugh. Along with this nether tunnel, which as soon as I could get out of this thing. Oof. Yeah. Yeah, not one of my more finer moments. And I was just trying to think of something, but I had to share where that portal ended up, kind of with this mesa biome portal. Hey guy, what's going on? So I think that's another thing I'd like to try and do, is maybe move my nether portal to someplace where I could have like my own nice portal, like, you know, these other ones are. You know, make a nice themed tunnel that goes, you know, to my base area. Hey buddy. Yeah? Cool. All right. Anyways, so maybe somewhere around that area is what I'm thinking. What I'll eventually do is I'll go through and do all the measurements and then find the right spot for the tunnel. Anyways, let's get over to the shopping district so we could get some wood. Ah, yes, nighttime in the shopping district. Usually not so bad. It's pretty spawn-proof here, but I'm gonna sleep anyways. Alright, let's head over to Renee's shop and get some wood. I actually haven't shopped here yet, and I've kind of spent diamonds at just about every other place. So I think it's about time that, you know, bought a little bit of wood here. You know, usually I would just go source it myself, but, you know, let's give to the economy a little bit. So I think what we're going to need is some spruce. So I think we'll take, let's see, whoops, I'm going to need some diamonds. Let's go ahead and get that out of the bank there. And let's get us, let's see, I think 3, 4, yeah, that should cover us. And then some oak. I don't think we'll need as much oak as we would need that, but let's go ahead. Well, let's do 4 stacks. Why not? We'll use it. All right. So there we go. Renee gets some diamonds. I get some wood. Win-win. And let's go ahead and put this in RS's gunpowder box, which, you know, should probably give that back to him. Well, I'll go return that to the gaming district later. But let's go ahead and get back to base and get to work on this thing. You don't need to see the boring walking scene, going through the portal type scene stuff. Yeah. All right. Let's just fast forward. Editing power. Let's go. Okay, so off camera I did this wall design here, and I'm pretty happy with it. It's kind of got a like a miner's vibe, so this is going to be maybe like a miner's workshop. But the one little problem is the corners. Yeah, we can't put a button there, so they're not going to line up as good as I would like it to. I mean, we could just, you know, skip the buttons on this side, but I think it will look funny. So I think I need to come up with another solution. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on this off camera for a little bit, because this could take a while, and I don't think we want to see 30 minutes of me struggling to figure out what I'm going to do with this. And we'll come right back with the solution. Okay, I think I have an idea here. Let's see. So if we maybe make a log, like an unstripped log corner here, we should be able to connect these, you know, kind of connect them together. That way it looks, you know, maybe kind of seamless. It should bring it together. I was kind of wondering about, you know, having these here like this. And then the only thing is, You know what? That doesn't look so bad. I think what I'm going to do is kind of roll with this, and we'll go into a time lapse, build out the walls of this room, and if we come up with a better design, we can always take it out and change it. So let's go ahead and get to that time lapse. Welcome back, everybody. So, as you saw from time lapse, we got the micro farm area finished, but probably wondering, what are we doing up here? Well, added in a couple things. So, let's take a look here. I added in a little secret door to take us down to the workshop area, is what I'm calling it. So it will contain some micro / mini farms. I'm gonna call it my workshop, and we'll head down there since we hit the button, because I hit the wrong button, because that's the button to get out. And as soon as the blocks update, this takes way too long, unfortunately. But I still kind of like the way this works. So we added in this little tunnel here, and now here is our completed workshop. Still got to clean up a little bit, but here we go. Our little workshop area. So I'm going to add in a few other things to kind of fill it out a little bit. But in the meantime, here is what I've added so far. So made a table saw, our workbench, kind of tool bench area, our smelter-ish thing. Although this is more for looks than anything, because if I ever need to do a lot of smelting, we're going to either take it to the smeltery or we're going to make our own furnace array. And then again, not really more of for looks than for actual done. And I think I might change a couple things with that. I might make the little chimney stem like blackstone or something like that. So it's not all just one thing. But anyways, this is going to be the forge. And I might add some like wood aesthetics, some kind of trim or something like that. And then we got our anvil, of course, next to it. Like I said, I'd like to add like a few more things, some kind of table, maybe a couple more tools, not necessarily for use, but for looks. So a couple other things we did was we cleared out this area to make room for the micro mini farms. And probably the biggest update is the slime. So the slime farm now has a collection system. So as you can see, we have a bubble column to each of the storages. I think that they should all be empty. I don't know why sometimes they get collected into that first one on the way down, but we've got a lot of slime. Their thing is we got to get rid of this janky stairs, and that will probably be for an upcoming episode where we work on this area down here. I've got a few plans. I'm thinking that this might be where we do more of the village tech, probably an iron farm, trading hall, a combination of the two or separate, something. Still working on it. Not worried about that right now. Here is the collection system that we added for the slime. And as you can see, it is working beautifully. So a couple of the additions was the original collection system didn't have a hopper mine cart unloader. So we added that. So we got the comparator. So that way the cart has to empty completely out before it is sent on its way. That way the mine cart doesn't get backed up. It's able to keep up with the slime production, because that wasn't happening before. If you might have remembered, it would just collect one at a time, get backed up, and I probably lost some slime from it. Not going to happen now. As you can see, it stopped, emptied out. Items get spit out a dropper system into the water streams up to the area that you saw previously. So let's go ahead and head up the janky stairs and just talk a little bit about what we're gonna do. Next episode, we might be switching gears again and back to the mini game, because I need to get that thing done. There's a lot to be done there, and I don't want to be behind on the game. So I want to make sure that when we launch King of the Hill and Dark Knight's new Capture the Flag game, and when we start to play all these games, that mine is ready to go. At least more than one of the courses. I'd like to at least get a second course in there, but it would be great to have the thing completed. And I think it's going to be really fun, but there's a lot of work to be done there. So with that, I think we're going to go ahead and call it an episode. But thanks for tuning in. And actually, let's take one little quick look around, since we didn't really get to do that from the time lapse, but we forgot to mention that we added in this ceiling. And you did see that on the time lapse, and the walls, of course. And the floor, I don't think the floor was captured in the time lapse, but we added that in, and we added a few other things off camera, and we could always take a look at them in the upcoming videos. So We will see you next time, and remember to like and subscribe. Have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye. Here, let's just go ahead and go through. Obviously it's right here. I might as well go through it. So, no! What? How? Someone tell me how. How?